Hello children, we have started with the nouns chapter, and as we have completed with nouns, that is the first part of speech, and from the nouns only we have seen, we have learnt about what is nouns number. Now the next lesson, next topic, we are going to start with the nouns gender. Now what is nouns gender? We are going to learn about it. If you see on the screen, see here children, from your in your book also, page number 25 with fun with grammar, in a fun with grammar book, page number 25, if you see the chapter 6, that is nouns gender. Now we are going to study what are the 4 categories of genders. Here we can see on the screen, first one, if you see, masculine gender. Now what is masculine gender? There are 4 categories. The nouns are divided into 4 categories, and according to their genders, we see the first one is masculine gender, second is feminine gender, third is common gender, and fourth is neuter gender. Now, so in detail we are going to see all these 4 genders, why we call them this masculine, feminine, common and neuter gender. So, if you see now the first definition, if you see, why do we call it as masculine gender? A noun that refers to a male is said to be of the masculine gender. It is a first short form of masculine. When we are talking about any male, whether it is a person or any animal, then we are suppose we are talking about a male person or a male animal, that noun is called as masculine gender. Okay, for example, they have given boy, man, sir and king. These are of the masculine gender, means all these are in the category of male. So that's why they are called as masculine gender. Second, if you see, a noun that refers to a female. When we refer to a male, they are called as masculine gender, but the noun which refers to a female, when we are talking about a female person or a female animal, then that is called as, is said to be of the feminine gender, that is feminine gender. For example, boy is a male gender, girl is a female gender, man is a male gender, woman is a female gender, sir, madam, king and queen, these are the, if you see this, these are the masculine and feminine gender. Next, if you see, a noun that refers to either a male or a female is said to be of the common gender. Suppose a noun is either of a male gender or a female gender, or when we are talking about a male person or a female person, or maybe we are talking about a male animal or a male female animal, then they are called as a common gender. Means we may be talking about any male or female, then that will come in the category of common gender, they are common. Then for examples, they have given student. Now student may be a male or a female, friend also may be a male or a female, child also may be a male or a female, engineer also a male or a female, even doctor we can say, teacher also we can say, they may be male or female. That is why they come in the category of common gender. And the last category is a noun that refers to a non-living thing. They are neither male nor female, they are as non-living thing. So that's why we said they are said to be of the neuter gender, because they are non-living thing, they are not living thing, they are non-living thing, and they doesn't come under the category of male or female gender or common gender, and they come under the category of neuter. So they are neutral we can say this, so that's why they are called as neuter gender. For example, table. Now table is a non-living thing, chair is also a non-living thing, books are also non-living thing, that's why they come under the neuter gender. So these are the 4 categories. First one is masculine gender. Masculine gender means a noun which refers to a male person or male animal, then that's why they come under masculine gender. Next, feminine gender, they refer to a female person or a female animal, that's why they come under feminine gender. Third, if you see common gender, they may be either male or a female person or animal, then they come under common gender. But neuter gender, they are they are non-living things. They doesn't come under female or male gender or common gender also, but they are neutral. They are neutral, means they are non-living things. That's why they come under neuter gender. So these are the 4 categories of nouns gender, that is masculine gender, feminine gender, common gender and neuter gender. Now if you move further, if you see here, we can see one exercise is there. Underline nouns and write male, M for masculine, F for feminine, C for common and N for neuter gender. This you are going to use the capital alphabets to write the categories of these 4 genders. Now example they have given, the milkman came on a cycle. Now milkman is a male gender, that is why we have underlined it. They have told here that underline the nouns and write M for masculine, F for feminine, C for common and N for neuter. So milkman is a male gender, masculine we can say. So you can write here M. Cycle is a neuter gender, cycle is a non-living thing, that is why it is neuter gender and we have written here N. Now we will move further. See the first example, the waiter served food. Now which is the noun over here? Yes, the noun is waiter. So underline the word waiter. Here you underline the word waiter and which gender it is? Yes, it is male gender. It is male gender. So you are going to underline this way, nouns gender. So exercise A now. If you see exercise A, in that first one, they have given the waiter served food. So you are going to underline now which is the gender over here. Here is the waiter. Waiter is a masculine gender. So you have to underline the noun first and then down you are going to write it as M, because this is masculine gender. One more noun is there, that is food. Food is also a noun. So which category it is here? Yes, it is a non-living thing. So that's why it is neuter gender. In this way, you are going to do for rest of the 5 sentences. Now if you see second one, if you see here second one, the room was designed by these architects. So which is the noun over here? Yes, room is a noun. Underline room and there you can write down which gender it is. It is a non-living thing, so that is a noun gender. Then one more noun we can see, that is architects. Architects is also a noun. So it may be, architects may be male or a female. So which gender we can say? Yes, it is a common gender. So you have to go, you are going to underline architects and down you are going to write it as C, because it is a common gender. Now next if you see third one, the boy studies in that school. Now which is the noun over here? Boy. Underline boy and which gender it is? Yes, it is a male gender, that is masculine gender. So underline boy and write down M. One more noun we can find over here, that is school. Underline school and then which gender it is? Yes, it is a neuter gender. It is a non-living thing. That's why it is a neuter gender. Fourth one, my mother called the doctor. Now here the noun is mother. Underline mother and which gender it is? It is a feminine gender. So you are going to write it as F. Then one more noun we can find, that is doctor. Underline this word doctor and doctor may be male or female. So that's why it is a common gender and you are going to underline doctor and write down there C. Last if you see, the boy helped the old woman by carrying her bags. So which is a noun? Boy. Underline boy, this is a masculine gender because it is a male. And one more we can see, woman. Woman is a feminine gender. So F you are going to write here and one more gender, one more noun we can find out here is bags. Underline bags and it is, as it is a non-living thing, it is a neuter gender. So you are going to write it N below the word bags. I hope you have understood with this exercise, A exercise. Now, the next thing is very important. We have seen the 4 categories, that is masculine, feminine, common and neuter gender. But how you are going to form them into feminine noun, masculine to feminine. So, for that also you have to know some rules about it. Okay. You are supposed to know the rules, that how you are going to form feminine gender to masculine gender to feminine gender. So, here we can see now a number of nouns change to feminine form by adding ESS to the masculine form. Suppose here masculine names are given. Okay. Now, first if you see the masculine nouns names are given, then if you want to make them feminine, if you want to convert it into feminine form, you have to add ESS to the masculine form. Now, if you see the masculine, here the words are given, that is author. What they have done to form a feminine form, they have added ESS. What they have done? They have added ESS. Now, suppose this is masculine. This is masculine and this is feminine. If you take a word host, HOST, now this is a masculine gender, you want to turn it into feminine form. So, what they have given, the first rule they have given, you have to add ESS. This word you have to add over here, then it will turn into feminine gender. So, as it is, you are going to keep this word as it is here in the feminine. Now, what they have told? They have told to add ESS to form feminine gender. So, this ESS you are going to take it down, that will be hostess. So, here we have formed feminine gender. If you take the second example, poet. Poet. Now, poet is a masculine gender. You have to add ESS to form it in a feminine form. So, what you are going to do? This word you copy down as it is, POET, and this ESS, it turns into feminine form. So, this is the first rule. What is the first rule? Means you are going to add ESS to the masculine form to make it feminine form. So, this was the first rule. First rule is what? You are going to add rules, that is first is ESS to form feminine gender. This is the first rule. Okay. Now, if you turn the page, if you see the examples over here, they have given author, authoress, baron, baroness, host, hostess, here, heiress, poet, poetess, shepherd, shepherdess, lion, lioness, count, countess. Now, if you turn the page, so we have seen the first rule, that you have to add ESS to the masculine to form it feminine. Now, the second rule, if you see, sometimes here they have told, sometimes spellings may have to be altered slightly before adding the ESS. Now, if you see here in the masculine, if you see actor, okay, you have to adjust some of the, alter some of the spellings, means you have to add some of the spellings, or we have to do some alteration over there. Okay, instead of these alphabets or these words, you have to use the other, or we can alter means what? You have to replace this, you have to remove it and you have to add this ESS. Now, if you see the first example, that is ACTOR, actor. Now, what they have done for actress, see ACTOR, instead of OR, they have done directly RESS, means you have to do the alteration of the spellings. Alteration means, suppose children, if your suppose if your clothes they have torn, what you do? You do alteration, you fix some other cloth over there, isn't it? Means you do alteration for there. Here also some spellings you are going to remove these words, and instead of these words you are going to use some other words to make it feminine, and you have to add ES to that. So, if you see here, this is actor, actress, emperor. This is empress, means you are going to add ESS only, but some of the alphabets you are going to alter it, means some of the other words you are going to use over here. Emperor, empress, governor, governess, headmaster, headmistress, hunter, huntress, tiger, tigress, waiter, waitress, and instructor, instructress. See, so instead of OR or ER, OR or ER, you are going to add RESS or NESS, then you will be getting the feminine gender. So, this was the second rule, means what you are going to do first rule, in the first rule you are going to add ESS to the word will be as it is, you will keep the word as it is, only you are going to add ESS to form feminine gender, that is the first rule. But in the second rule, you are going to alter some of the words, means you are going to remove that word and you are going to insert some other word and add ESS, then you will be getting the feminine form. Now, this was the second rule. If you see the third rule if you see, in most of the cases an entirely different word is used. First rule what they have done, in the first rule you have to add only ESS to the masculine gender and you will get feminine form. In the second rule what they have done, you have altered only few spellings or few words there and you have added ESS to get feminine form. But in the third rule, you are going to change the whole word only to get it feminine. You are going to change the entire word, some different word you are going to write for the feminine gender. So, for this you have to know, you have to by heart these genders, this is masculine gender and feminine gender, because these words are the totally they are different words. So, if you see brother, you do not say brotheress or brotherness, you do not say, you are going to use the other word, different word, that is sister, brother, sister, sister is a feminine form, husband, wife, uncle, aunt, man, woman, grandfather, grandmother, hero, heroine, monk, nun, widower, seer, widower, widow, landlord, landlady, manservant, maidservant, buck, doe, cock, hen, fox, vixen, gander, goose, boy, girl, king, queen, father, mother, nephew, niece, son, daughter, gentleman, lady, sir, madam, wizard, witch, milkman, milkmaid, washerman, washerwoman, bull, cow, drake, duck, peacock, peahen, horse and mare. This is the third rule. So, what was the first rule? In the first rule, you are going to add only ESS to the masculine gender and then you will be getting the feminine form. Second rule was what? You are going to alter some of the words, means you are going to remove some of the words and you are going to insert some other words, plus you are going to add ESS and then you will be getting the feminine form in the second rule. But in the third rule, you are going to write some different word only in place of to get feminine form. If you see, the masculine words will be given and you are going to write some other different words in to get the feminine form, and you should by heart those words or you should know those words to write the feminine form. I hope children you have understood these three cases, first case, second case and third case. Now, if you see the exercise they have given over here, they have given the exercise B, fill in the blanks here, fill in the blanks they have given here, that is widower. What will be the feminine for widower? If you find out here in the table, if you find out, here the table is there, here you can see, you can find out from here also. So, what is the widower feminine for widower? Yes, it is widow, it is widow. For queen, you are going to write now masculine form. So, what is the masculine form for queen? That is king. Here you are going to write on the blank. Nephew, niece, madam, masculine form for madam is sir. Okay, here you are going to write it as sir. Now drake is masculine, you are going to write feminine. So drake, here it is there, see, duck, you are going to write it duck over here. Here they have given gander, you are going to write it as goose. Peacock, peahen. Then bull, cow. So this was about the exercise B. This was about the exercise B. Now if you take the next page, if you see the next page, that is page number 27. If you say page number 27, we will go to the next exercise, that is C exercise C. Change the underlined nouns from masculine to feminine gender. Now they have underlined the words over here. They have underlined all the feminine words. Okay, they have underlined the feminine words, that is boy, masculine genders they have underlined, and you are going to turn this masculine form into feminine gender. They have underlined boy, man, nephew, waiter, king, horse, prince. These all masculine words gender, you are going to turn it into feminine gender and you are going to form a new sentence. If you see the first one, the boy came first in class. Now instead of boy, you are going to write it as the, what will be the feminine gender for boy? The feminine gender for boy will be the girl. Okay, this is exercise C. If you see now first one, in that the boy, instead of the boy, you are going to change it into feminine, the boy, instead of the boy, the girl. And here also you have to underline, because you have replaced that word. The girl came first, the sentence will be as it is, only you are going to change the genders. Came first in class. Came first in class. Second one, if you take, the man came in the evening. The man, instead of man, what is the feminine gender for man? That is woman. The woman, underline woman, came in the evening. The word will, the other words will be as it is, came in the evening. In this way, you are going to write all the other sentences also. If you see the third sentence, our nephew went to Delhi. Now, what is the feminine gender for nephew? Yes, it is niece. Our niece, N-I-E-C-E, our niece went to Delhi. Fourth one, the waiter was very cordial. Now, waiter is the masculine gender, you are going to turn it into feminine. So, what will be the feminine gender for waiter? Waitress. The waitress was very cordial. And the last one is, the king is riding a horse while the prince is playing alone. Now, instead of king, what will be the feminine gender for king? Queen. The queen is riding a, now instead of horse, feminine for horse is mare. The queen is riding a mare while the princess is playing alone. In the sentence, there may be more than one feminine or masculine gender and you have to turn them. Now, this was about the change the underlined nouns from masculine to feminine gender. Here they have told to change masculine to feminine. So, we have done with this. Only underlined words you are going to change into masculine to feminine or feminine to masculine. But the other words will be as it is. You are not going to change the any other word from the sentence. I hope children you have understood this C exercise. Now, we will be moving to the D exercise. Change the underlined nouns from feminine to masculine gender. Now, first in the previous exercise we have changed from masculine to feminine, but here you are going to change into feminine to masculine. See the first example, the girl is waiting for her mother. If you see all the words, they are feminine gender: girl, mother, queen, peahen, princess, mare, milkmaid, washerwoman or doe. See, these all are the feminine genders and you are going to change them into masculine gender. It is very easy. The girl is waiting for her mother. So, how you are going to do now? Yes, The boy is waiting for her, instead of mother, father. The boy is waiting for her. The boy is waiting for her, yes, or his father, because we are talking about a boy. Now, here we are talking about a girl. Sometimes we have to see that some words also according to the sentence you can take. The girl is waiting for her mother. Here, if you are writing about boy, the boy is waiting for his father, not her father, his father, because we have written, you have changed here into boy, the masculine. So, next, the queen loved the peahen. Here see, there will be slight change. If you see, there will be slight change. The, instead of the girl, the boy. Boy is a masculine gender. The boy is waiting. The boy is waiting for. You are going to write her? No. Why? Because you have changed here into masculine. So, boy is a masculine. So, you are going to write here as his, for his father. Sometimes we have to see the sentence properly. Okay. So, this was about the first sentence. Same way, if you take the second sentence, now here, the queen loved the peahen. What is the masculine gender for queen? That is king. The king loved the peacock. Instead of peahen, the peacock. Okay. The king loved the peacock. Third, the princess had a mare. Now, what is the masculine gender for princess? Prince. The prince had a mare. Mare, instead of mare, what you are going to write? A horse. Masculine gender for mare is horse. The milkmaid gave us milk. The masculine gender for milkmaid is milkman. The milkman gave us milk. Next, the washerwoman washed clothes. Instead of washerwoman, you are going to write the washerman washed clothes. And you are going to underline the words also, okay children. You are going to underline the words which you have replaced as masculine to feminine or feminine to masculine. Then sixth one, the last one, the doe was hurt. Now, instead of doe, what is the masculine gender for doe? That is buck, B-U-C-K, buck. The buck was hurt, underline buck. So, in this way, you are going to change the nouns, the underlined nouns from masculine to feminine gender and the other feminine to masculine gender. And when you write the answer, suppose you have written this answer, the girl is waiting for her mother. Now, instead of girl, you have written boy. So, you are going to underline that word boy also, or mother. Instead of mother, you have written father. You are going to underline the word father also, so that you will understand that you have changed them into masculine to feminine and feminine to masculine. So, this was all about nouns gender. So, once again I will recall all the things. See, nouns are divided into 4 categories. They are divided into 4 categories. That is, the first one is masculine gender, second is feminine gender, third is common gender, and fourth is neuter gender. So, what is masculine gender? When it refers to any male person or male animal, that is masculine gender. For example, a boy, man, sir, okay. Then second is feminine gender, when it refers to any female person or female animal, that is feminine gender. And when we are talking either about a male person or a female person or a male animal or a female animal, then that will be common gender. And last, neuter gender, when we are talking about any non-living things, then that refers to the neuter gender. So, these are the 4 categories of gender: masculine, feminine, common and neuter. And when we want to form masculine to feminine, first case is what? You are going to add ESS to the masculine gender and you are going to form it into feminine gender. Second case is what? You are going to alter some words in the masculine gender and plus you are going to add ESS to make it feminine form. And the third case is what? You are going to write some different word and you should be knowing, you should by heart those words, that table the given below on the page 26, and then you can change it into masculine to feminine means different word you are going to write. In this way you are going to change them. So, this was all about nouns, gender. I hope children you have understood, and I will be sending the exercise for you. Okay children.